Hell yes, we're going to take your AR-15, your AK-47. We're not going to allow it to be used against our fellow Americans anymore. Hell yes, hell yes, hell yes, we're going to take your AR-15. Hell yes, your AK-47. Hell yes, we're going to take your AR-15.
Oh, hell no!
Hell yes.
Hey, everyone. Welcome back to the Prepared Mind Studios for another show of what the hell is going on out there. I tell you, folks, it's rough. Well, that was Beto O'Rourke there. Maybe he ought to go around and take all the AK-47s and AR-15s from transgender murderers and transgender not quite yet ready to be murderers and transgender, well, maybe someday I'll be a murderer. Folks, look, right out the gate, I am tired of people being victimized. I'm sick and tired of these tranny fruitcake LGB pedophiles. I'm sick and tired of the pro-Hamas, pro-Palestine, pro-terrorism. I'm sick of the pro-Israel. We never do anything wrong, but look at what we're doing bullshit. I'm sick and tired of state governments and federal government and all their law enforcement fucking with the wrong people when they should be doing it to the correct people. And over in England, they can't see. It's like they're blind to what's going on in their country, where their constabulary stands around waiting to arrest somebody for a mean tweet or saying they like bacon, while girls run for their fucking lives until they're arrested for having a knife for self-preservation. I'm going to keep calling out everybody who's part and parcel to this, who's part of the problem, who is making things worse, who has the power and is not fixing things. Because that's how I roll. It's Wednesday. It's hump day. Get your questions down below, please. And also, if you want your questions, comments, thoughts, predictions, whatever on screen, do them in all caps, all cap letters, all capitalized, so I can find them, because we're waiting for Uman to cruise into the studio and take his rightful place as moderator in chief. Anyways, the show opener today. Oh yeah, let me do that. Top story. Top story. A Jewish trans Minneapolis Catholic school shooter has now been identified. Guess what? This murderous thing has two names. And the freak also posted the manifesto. That's right. It was posted on, I guess, YouTube. Posted the manifesto before the shooting. Incredible. I hope you like the thumbnail for the video, because that's it. That's the freak. The mass murdering, attempted killing of children, right? They shot children, killed children. What do you even call these fucking people? Written on the gun, painted on his AR-15 was "Kill Donald Trump." On the magazines, words like "for the children" were written, and "ha, ha, 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 ha." Right? Anyways, folks, the manifesto is public. And the freak, the killer freak, get this, drew a cartoon of itself, right? Little doodle sketch, pretty good doodle sketch of itself standing in front of a mirror with Satan in the mirror, a horned Satan in the mirror looking right back. And he wrote, "I'm asking for help," right? Satan telling him to kill and then to kill himself. This is exactly what these people are all about. This is the goal. This is the goal of the Talmudic program. Homosexuality, cross-dressing, drag queens, more homosexuality, transgenderism, and of course, pedophilia. That is their program to destroy a culture, traditions, and a country. And they're fucking doing it right here and right now. It's unbelievable, folks. The suspect, right, in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Whose state is that? Oh, yeah, tampon, twinkle toes, Timmy Walls, who said, if I remember correctly, he's friends with school shooters. Tampon Timmy, who also had a hitman kill political rivals. And where'd that investigation go? Why isn't he arrested? So the suspect is just too nice. Shot up a Catholic school and church and has been identified as Robin Westman. Right? Posted his manifesto on social media. Anyway, surprise, right? Well, a guy with Marianne Piggytails wants to be a killer. How cute is that? Another tranny freak gets murderously violent. I wonder, though, did the FBI know about this Democrat demon? Was it he on the radar of the FBI? What mind-altering drugs was this freak on? Oh, is this affirmative care medication? Right? Yeah. Gender affirming care means drugging them up on hormones. Fucks their heads up. And this is what happens. Thanks, Democrats. Thanks, fruitcakes. Thanks, all you flaggots. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's good to hear that we have more dead kids living in fear because of transgender. I believe, is it the lieutenant governor of Minnesota? Was that the one? Was that the freakish bitch who wore the T-shirt that says "Protect Trans Lives"? The words, but showing and holding a knife, as in, arm yourselves, you bunch of freaks. Well, I got a news alert for all you guys. Questions, comments down below. All caps, please. It's going to be worth it. And if you show up late, start this video over. Best started from the beginning. News alert, Kash Patel says the FBI is investigating the Catholic Church shooting today. Really? We needed Kash to tell us that the FBI might look into this? You mean the FBI might look into this and try covering it up? I'm really glad that this tranny, Jewish freak of a human put their manifesto out first so that we have a name and an agenda, the sick agenda of these fruitcakes. But, I'm really glad Kash is on scene now. Domestic terrorism and hate crime targeting Catholics. Oh, really? You figured that one out, Kash? You figured it was a hate crime? Who cares if it was a hate crime? It's murder by a transgender freak. And Kash, he confirmed the transgender's identity and name change. Oh. Like I said, folks, I'm going to go after everybody who doesn't do their fucking jobs, who hurts others and terrorizes others. And Kash Patel isn't doing his fucking job. Coming out and telling us, after the fact, here we are. Are they hiding their files that they had on this person? Right. Thanks, Kash. Thanks, Mr. Patel, for telling us what we already know. Thanks for telling us what we already see. But I guess we, meaning you at the FBI, don't see that Epstein's victims are real people who have made formal, real complaints about other real people that raped them. I guess we don't see that Epstein and Jizzy are and were imprisoned for child rape. I guess we don't say that, huh? And we certainly don't see the elite U.S., British, Israeli clients of Epstein's being protected by the FBI. Nope, we don't see that because it's just a hoax. Meanwhile, children are being exactly what? Victimized and raped, and also murdered by a bunch of trannies with guns, just like in Louisville. All over the country, folks, it's always the same people. But, oh, look out for white men. Look out for white Christians. We're the bad ones. Just unfucking believable. Literally. Where are they? Where's the incompetent cops on this one? Where's the Keystone bumbling buttheads? Oh, yeah. Great question. Let's see. Because Minneapolis is run by a Jewish mayor whose program has been to defund the police as much as possible, there's not enough police. It took them a very long time to get to the church, to the crime scene, to the murder scene, to the mass murder scene, because of what these people want. They want our culture destroyed. They want our children destroyed. They want education destroyed. They want America destroyed. You bet. And we're supposed to believe they're on our side, the government. We're supposed to believe that, right? Thanks, Cash. Where's Pam Bondi? Why doesn't she run to the scene and take credit for stopping the murderer? Wouldn't fucking surprise me now. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's not going to get better, folks. Well, these LGB pedophiles and fruitcakes, I've had it with them. So I did have a good laugh today. Not over what happened in Minneapolis, but what happened all the way out in the desert, the Black Rock Desert of Nevada. Well, the 2025 Burning Man turned into what they're describing as hell on earth. Oh, isn't that terrible? All of the drug-using, disgusting, filthy, diseased pieces of shit that go out to the desert. Wow, they have hell on earth. Well, isn't that what Burning Man is? Well, they had a massive wind and then thunderstorm. And guess what was destroyed? The Orgy Dome. Destroyed. And the freaks and the pedophiles there are all upset over it. Good. Fuck them. I've had it with all of these people. I've had it. I don't care. I've had it and I don't care. I tell you. Well, the mainstream media, or members of, decided they were going to weigh in on the absolute tragedy of innocent children being shot and killed in Minneapolis at the Catholic school. Right after the demonic, Jewish, leftist, transgender, hate-filled, satanic freak slaughters children, Jen Psaki, formerly Biden's lying mouthpiece, pissed everyone off. Here's her quote. When kids are getting shot in their pews at a Catholic school mass, and your crime plan is to have National Guard put mulch down around D.C., maybe rethink your strategy. That was her snarky comment from Psaki. Well, everyone's pissed off at her. She is getting just roundly slapped down. She should be fucking arrested just for being stupid. Maybe Jen Psaki's Jewish tranny murderer friends could tell Trump where they plan on mass murdering so he can send troops ahead of time. What a stupid crunt. I've had it with these people, folks. They all deserve the criticism that they're going to get. Everyone gets what they deserve, I guess. But then you go, well, why do good things happen, or why do bad things happen to good people? That's an answer or a question for the ages, and it's just hard to say. It truly is. It's a shocker, and it sucks. Not as bad as Jen Sucky sucks, but it does. The world's gone to hell in a handbasket. And I'm frustrated, I'm mad, I'm pissed off, and I'm tired of it. But all we can do, folks, is, I guess, say your prayers and get prepared, because it's not going to get better. Out of control government, out of control fruitcakes, out of control illegals, out of control Democrats, out of control cops, out of control teachers, all of them. They're absolutely losing their fucking minds. And this came out today. You're going to love this shit. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? The Food and Drug Administration has yanked the Jim Jones juice off the fucking shelves. Really? They've just been jacking everyone up with it for the last 5 fucking years, starting in 2021, 22, 23, 24, and 25. The emergency use authorization has been stripped after 5 years of tyranny, mandates, bullshit lies, intimidation, duress, threats, and attacks. But wait, didn't Trump just say Operation Warp Speed was the most amazing government program ever? Didn't he just say that? It's the most important ever. Warp Speed was amazing. It saved the world. I thought we were supposed to sing the praises of the Jim Jones juice and the program of rolling out something that supposedly took 6 months to make, but actually had been ready for over 6 fucking years. But now today, just a few hours after hearing that Operation Warp Speed getting a death sentence in a needle was foisted on us. We just heard that it was great. Now it's not good. Now we see, folks, over the last 5 years, how fucked up and full of lies it all has been. It's all been a bunch of lies. Everything is a fucking lie. The Jim Jones juice, a lie. Oh, yeah, you bet. Cerveza bug was bullshit. Oh, by the way, guess who came to visit Trump in the White House today? Guess. Who knows? Go ahead. Put it in the comments down below. I'll wait. I'll go fucking check. Who came to visit Trump in the White House today? Let's see it. Let's see it. Oh, all capitalization for questions, comments, thoughts for the show. I'm waiting. Let's see it. I don't see anyone. Does anyone know? Oh, well, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you who it was. Bill Gates. What? Why the fuck would Trump even entertain him? Didn't he fly down to Mar-a-Lago once to kiss Trump's ass and try and get in? What the fuck is going on? The man is a certifiable lunatic. He's also a Jeffrey Epstein friend. Jeffrey Epstein, Bill Gates, Bill Clinton, and of course Donald Trump says it's all a fucking hoax. Really, multiple convicted pedophile Jeffrey Epstein. It was a hoax. It was a hoax. Trump got rid of him. Man, I kicked him out of my life, but he was a hoax. Why would Trump get rid of him if it was a fucking hoax? Because it wasn't a hoax, folks. The hoax is on us for believing all of this bullshit. It's just one more day in a series of bullshit days from the government. Oh, yeah. There we go. Let's do it. That was not Elon. Sorry there, Robin. Okay. Burn a flag, go to prison. If you're an illegal, you get deported. If you're naturalized, you get stripped of your citizenship. New executive order from Trump. But if you drive on the flag-it painted Rainbow Road, that's a hate crime. And you don't just get 1 year, you get multiple years in jail. Geez, I wonder what level of felony they're going to make it to burn an Israeli flag. Tell you what, if you're a foreigner, even if you're here on a work visa or a student visa, you don't get to say shit. You don't get to do shit. You have to fucking behave and do your job or go to school, and that's it. You don't get to burn flags. You don't even get to protest, as far as I'm concerned. All right, let's continue if we shall, folks. Right. You can't burn a flag, but you can throw a fucking submarine sandwich at a federal agent. Well, don't worry, it's not a crime. Well, at least not in Washington, D.C. Because in Washington, D.C., today, the grand jury has decided to do nothing. They've declined to indict the lawyer. That's right, the Washington, D.C. Department of Justice lawyer who violently threw a sandwich at a federal agent, is not going to be charged with anything. You see, there's laws for them, and then there's laws for us. The laws for them is lie, cheat, steal, fuck everyone over, nothing happens to you. The laws for us, jaywalk, and we're going to shoot you in the back of the head. The laws for us, speed, and you'll be pulled out of the car and raped on the side of the road by rogue cops. Oh, it happens, folks. You never know who is going to be the one. Because I've met a lot of great cops. And I've seen and heard about many shitty ones, too. You never know. It's like a box of fucking chocolates with the government. You never know when you're going to get a decent government agent or employee. And you never know when you're going to get one that's there to destroy your life. How about that shit, huh? Well, I guess we're allowed to use assault subs, huh? After all. Well, what if you've got a high-capacity submarine? Well, unfortunately, folks, that's only in Washington, D.C., from the D.C. grand jury. And they, on the D.C. grand jury, are likely all Democrat slime balls. So in Washington, D.C., if you're an American and you're a conservative black, a patriotic white, a stand-up kind of veteran, you're instantly guilty of anything they throw at you. I'm so sick of this shit, folks. I really am. It's hard to be positive. It's hard to be optimistic with all of this crap. It truly is, folks. Right? Now, what's great... I mean, get this, I believe in redemption. I believe you can be a fuck up and then you can fix it up. You can patch it up. You can make your life better. Snoop Dogg revealed to the world that he doesn't like LGBT pedophile propaganda in kids' movies. And the woke, left, demon rat, Democrat, satanic, child molesting, child raping mob is now triggered at Snoop Dogg. Do you think Snoop Dogg gives a fuck for real? Maybe ghetto culture has its limits, right, Snoop? Right? Because their music is kill the cops, take the drugs, bitch slap your hoes, right? Maybe that's all grown old for Snoopy. Well, I think we're all sick of the LGBT pedophile bullshit coming out of Hollywood, television, the news media, and government. We're sick of it. We're sick of the pedo drag butthole freaks. Sick of it. People are waking up. Our job currently, as disgusted as we are, is to share. Share the information. Wake people up. Yeah, it's like having a bucket of ice water dumped on your head and a bucket of ice water dumped in your pants. It is a shock when you wake up. and it hurts. But how many times have you, right, talked to someone and you've told them something and they're like, I had no idea. Well, where you been? You tell someone something that's happening over in Israel or Gaza or Ukraine or Russia or China or Japan or Australia. And they're like, I had no idea. Well, wake the fuck up. It is time to wake up. It really is, folks. Now, I've got a horror highway update. That's right. The American highways are now the horror highways. Since that piece of shit pulled his truck, did a U-turn in front of a minivan, and killed a mom and her children, there have been multiple more illegals wrecking trucks, destroying traffic, destroying property, getting in accidents, rear-ending people, killing people. And now I'm just going to call it the horror highway update. Once again, folks, an illegal alien kills people. This dumbass, right, drove the wrong way as a drunk illegal alien. That's even better. Crashed head on in Tennessee, killed the wife, critically injures the husband, and who gives a fuck? He's an illegal. Is he going to go to jail? Nope. He's going to get the Paul Pelosi treatment and just be sent home, maybe. How many more of these illegal jackoffs are going to kill Americans before something for real is done about it? Now, I do know that in Florida, they're using truck scales to find illegal truck drivers to make sure they're Americans. And if they're not Americans, they're pulled out of their vehicle, they're arrested, and they're going to be sent home. But it's not just semi-trucks. It's regular vehicles, like this one that was used to kill a wife and critically injure a husband. Can you imagine that? You're just minding your own business, being a law-abiding, hard-working, tax-paying American. And some fucking illegal decides to drink too many Modelo's and tequila and drive the wrong way down the freeway and hit you fucking head on. No, I watched a video yesterday of an illegal foreign driver in a semi-truck driving down the wrong fucking way of a highway. Thanks, Obama, you piece of Kenyan shit. I mean, things weren't great before Obama, but since Obama and his hope and his change, his fundamental change of the American system, it's just gotten worse. Now, I want to end my segment, and I want you guys to give me all caps in the comment section for your thoughts. Today, President Trump once again decides to talk some tough shit and said George Soros and his son Alex Soros, they should be charged under RICO statutes for funding, quote, violent protests and much more. And then he says, be careful, we're watching you. Oh no, they must be shaking in their little fascist boots. That sounds good for a TV crowd that doesn't know any fucking better. But I don't know how much and how often we have heard this bullshit coming out of Trump's mouth, or Pam Bondi's mouth, or Kash Patel's mouth, or Dan Bongino's mouth. I'm fucking sick of it. We've heard this bullshit for Hillary. Oh, I'd arrest you. The Obamas, the Comey, James Comey, Brennan, Shitty Schiff, the entire DC lot of Democrats and fraudulent Republicans, and not one single arrest. Even John Bolton, war pig piece of shit. He was raided, but no arrest. It was supposed to be about, well, materials, national security secrets that he had that he was peddling, selling for money, but no arrest, no indictment, no more news. It's just gone. It's all bullshit. You know what that means, folks? It's going to get worse. It's not going to get better. It's going to get worse. I hope you are prepared fully for what they have in mind for us. What do they have in mind for us? I don't know. Illegal aliens, space aliens, weather attacks, hurricanes, polar vortexes, cyclone bombs, tsunamis, volcanoes, earthquakes. That's bullshit, all of it. They're just sitting out there waiting for the next fucking pandemic, the next war. Right? Trump could end the fucking war in Ukraine right now. You want to know how? He goes over. He doesn't have to go over. All he's got to do is pick up the fucking phone. Zelensky, you're a fucking pansy and a fruitcake. You little belly dancing Queer. Guess what? I'm sending my people over right now. They're going to take everything from you. We're freezing your bank accounts. We're seizing all of your property. You're fired. We're coming to get the missiles, the guns, the tanks, the helicopters, every fucking thing. You're done. You're done. And by the way, whatever we don't get back, we're going to take from you, period. Whatever you've got, we're taking it. You owe us, you little shit. Slam the phone. That's it. Right? We're taking your money back. You're getting no more money. You're getting no more weapons. You don't get to fight with our money and our weapons and have us standing behind you. But why doesn't Trump do that? Why? Because it's all bullshit. It's bullshit. You know, because Trump's bosses want the war, and that's why he's not stopping it. He's not stopping it because they want the war. They want to punish Russia. They want to put their banking in Russia. They want to kill Russians. They want their revenge on Russians. That's why the European Union, the World Economic Forum, Israel all want this war to continue. They're a bunch of satanic, evil fucks. They don't deserve respect or credit or anything else. Okay, folks. Let's do it. Let's talk about what you want to talk about. I want to know what's on your mind. All capitalized letters in the comment section. By the way, we're now being heavily shadow banned by YouTube, by X. X is now shadow banning the shit out of us. Right? Because why? Because they do not like us speaking truths that are uncomfortable for them. Your turn. All right, everybody. What a shit show, huh? Please share the video. If you're on X, share it. Hit the share button on X and send it to everybody. They deserve an opportunity to hear something other than all the good news coming out of Washington. They do. Let's start off with Diving Frog. He says, John, a county in Colorado has cut off the people's water and said they can't drill to fill their cisterns. What does that mean? Well, a cistern is just a large reservoir, big tank, if you will. They've cut off people's water, said they can't drill to fill their cisterns. Drilling for water, wells, right? In California, if you buy property and you're not in a city, you have rights to the minerals and water in your land. Nevada, not so much. Apparently in Colorado, they can cut off your water. That's the government for you. Kiss their ass, pay their fucking taxes, and then kiss their ass some more, and maybe they'll let you live. I'm not calling for a revolt. I am not calling for a revolt. I am not calling for a revolt. People are going to revolt on their own. The killdozer, I am not going to tell anyone to do anything like that, but it's going to continue to happen over shit like this when the county comes after you. Folks, the county I lived in California, got sued by a small-time real estate developer because they thought they would fuck with him. He took them to court, won all the way up to the Supreme Court. That's right, folks. The United States Supreme Court decided in favor of someone like us, just a little guy, that the fucking county cannot fuck with you and interfere with your rights. And it was a hell of a deal. The guy's probably dead now. His name was Dick Herman. And he sued the fuck out of them. And the part of the judgment was he brings in a set of plans for a house, and the county will approve them that day. But that was 25 years ago that happened. So I'm sure Dick is dead now. But I stood behind him in the county building, folks, and I watched him go off like a fucking volcano. If you want to see bureaucrats, they scattered like fucking cockroaches, running until the building official came out and got his ass reamed. And then he produced a set of fucking plans. I'm so sick of city, county, state, and Fed bullshit. I'm not going to do anything. What can I do? I'm just one guy. What can you do? Oh, we can vote, John. Oh, yeah. How's that working for us? Right, we got 2 congressmen out of 435 that haven't taken money from Israel. Unfucking believable. Let us continue if we shall. Do stuff with Nikki. Says she's speeding home. No speeding, Nikki. You're an angel, all right. Jeremy Byers asks, what are your thoughts on 31 Atlas? This is part of the what's coming to get us next, right? I said illegal aliens or aliens from outer space. That's what this is. The Atlas is the big giant rock, right? It's 25 miles across or 30 miles across. It's 300 miles. It doesn't fucking matter. It could be 3,000 miles across. It doesn't matter because it's not going to hit us, they say. But they're saying it's not usual, right? It's some kind of weird space rock that's doing weird things. And one astrophysicist says, I think it's a spaceship. If I was a space alien, I would stay as far away from this fucking rock as I could. There's nothing here intelligent. Unless they just want to watch really bad television. You know, I mean, imagine if you were a space alien, you've advanced, you can travel from world to world. You get over here, you're like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. These earthlings are retarded. Yeah, those are my thoughts, man. There's a reason 31 Atlas isn't going to come anywhere near us because they're going to be like, that's it, I quit. Not going to do anything. All right, we've got Heidi checking in. She says, just because I can't do anything about it doesn't mean I will forget. Well, that could apply to anything, Heidi. It truly could. I can't do anything about anything. State, local, federal, county, global. It doesn't matter. We can't do anything until it's time to get violent. Don't forget, folks, keep a fucking list. Keep a list of all the lies we were told that were campaign promises. We're going to end the war. Whoops. We're going to arrest the Epstein clients. Whoops. We're going to clean up Washington, D.C. and drain the swamp. Whoops. America first. Never fucking mind. We're going to clean up all of the bureaucracy and the fraud and the waste and the theft and the embezzlement and the money laundering. Whoops, 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 and fucking whoops. Nope, not happening. Not happening. I won't forget. I won't forget. Be careful, folks, wherever you're at. Do not eat a sandwich in public and drop a tomato. That could be assaulting government property. Destruction of government property with a tomato or a splash of fucking mayonnaise. You never know what you're going to be charged with. by these fucking people. All right. Now, we got Chin Music checking in. How you doing, brother? Hopefully, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, not that. He says, stay strapped or get clapped, says poo. That's good stuff. Pooh Bear. Stay strapped. You need to have self-defense items on yourself. Please be legal. We know lawfully you're allowed to do whatever you want. Second Amendment says, shall not be infringed. You should be able to carry open or concealed. You should be able to carry a handgun, a rifle, a shotgun with a 10-inch fucking barrel. You should be able to carry a anything concealed to protect yourself or out in the open. But you can't. Make sure whatever you do is legal. Criminals don't give a fuck. They'll conceal the fuck out of anything. Understand they're pieces of shit. Now, a lot of criminals will carry unloaded guns to shove in your face. Understand that. Treat it as a real gun. But they'll do that because if they get arrested, the gun wasn't loaded. Therefore, it's not as serious a crime. You see, the criminals know how to get away with shit. They also know that if they get arrested, they'll get let go. They'll get let out on some cheap-ass bail, and they don't give a shit. Because, it's racist if you arrest a Hispanic or a black. It's racist if you do that. It's stupid. This race bullshit has got to stop. And I've noticed one thing. That conservative blacks speak up, and they're speaking very loudly. They're tired of the bullshit just like we are. The Hispanics are tired of the bullshit just like we are. The Asians are tired of the bullshit just like we are. Just ask Mr. Moon, right? Everyone's had it with the bullshit. I love that we've had it with the bullshit. When there's enough of us over here, folks, we tip the scale. Pretty soon people will run to be on our side because people want to be on the winning team. Well, right now, people who love their rights, love their country and the Constitution, we're not being viewed as the winning team. We're getting trampled and pissed on. And anyways, stay strapped. Make sure you carry self-defense items and do it legally. Not everyone is like Chin Music and able to just go on a Tasmanian devil fucking move and just fuck people up. But, learning hand-to-hand also is not a bad thing. Do what you can, folks. Thank you, Mr. Chin Music. And now we've got Diving Frog again. He says, John, I might not be able to burn my flag, but I can fuck my fellow politician in his office during office hours. Oh, sure. Sure, as a politician, you can just go grab some guy and go fuck him in the ass in the Senate chambers and film it and put it on the internet and not get in trouble for it. Because faggots. When is this going to end? It's not. It's not going to end until it is ended for them. Light in the Loafers, Lindsey Graham, all he does is scream for war. Trump is supporting Lindsey, who backstabbed him how many fucking times? Shit on him how many fucking times? So why is Trump backing Light in the Loafers, Lindsey? For the same reason he pushed in Bibi Netanyahu's chair. Oh, have a seat, Mr. Yahoo. Let me fucking push it in for you. Can I get you a glass of water and a glass of wine? How about a menu? Unfucking believable. When I saw that picture, and I saw it back when it was taken, when Netanyahu was here, I was disgusted. Fucking disgusted. You're the president of the United States. You don't push in someone's fucking chair. It was an act of submission to the leader of a tiny little shit stain of a country. Sick. All right. Thank you, Diving Frog, very much. Now we're going to go back to Chin Music, who says, What's wrong with a little U-turn from the right lane of the Florida Turnpike? Yeah, that happens with white truck drivers who speak English every day, John. What's the big deal? No, it doesn't. Yeah, we know it doesn't. I have never seen that fucking move in my life, much less from a semi-truck pulling across several lanes of fucking traffic to make a U-turn through the middle of a official use only turn ramp. All these fucking idiots have to do is drive to the next off-ramp, go up the off-ramp, go across the bridge, and come back down on the other side. Instead, they'll park on the side of the fucking road for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, waiting for what appears to be a break in traffic, and then pulling across 6 fucking lanes and fucking everyone up. Yeah. And if I see a white American English-speaking truck driver doing that shit, he needs to be pulled out of the truck and fucking arrested just as well. Right? It's just I appreciate the sarcasm, by the way. Okay. And someone, what's with the commercials? I don't fucking know. I have no idea, Mr. Diving Frog. What is up with what commercials? See, I broadcast. I can't see shit. I don't know what fucking YouTube is doing behind the scenes. I don't know. I guess they're fucking with you, huh? They've done that in the past. I remember one time, and it's happened multiple times, they put a commercial on every 30 fucking seconds. Everyone yelled at me. I was like, I didn't do it. They're just like, fuck it, you get a commercial every 30 fucking seconds. It's almost like they want to scare us away, not use their service. I tell you what, folks, we have done something on this channel. We've done something on this channel that other channels haven't. And that is we've managed to stay alive. Yes, we have. We've managed to stay alive. They did actually kill. We actually did get killed. The main channel got killed. 81,000 subscribers toast. When we came back on this channel, and they're hiding us. They're fucking shit listing us because they don't want the message out. They don't want the message out. That's the fucking deal. But they want all of the they want all of the ad revenue, don't they? So they'll put commercials on here and I won't see a fucking penny of it. And speaking of commercials, I think RFK Jr. is supposed to pull all pharmaceutical commercials off of TV. I hope so. I hope so, because who gives a shit? Number one, most of the drugs, you can't say the fucking name. You don't know what it's supposed to treat. You see a list a fucking country mile long of side effects and the dangers. And then it says, ask the doctor if this fucked up drug is right for you. Well, if I go to the doctor and I'm like, Doc, my fucking knee is hurting, right? I think I got the measles. Do you have something that'll help me with that? I don't need a fucking TV commercial to know the doctor prescribes drugs. You know what that money's there for? It's so that the television stations get funded by Americans who have to buy health insurance because of the fucking Obamacare bullshit. So Americans have to spend all this money for hyper expensive health care, and all of that money, folks, right, gets you into a doctor who shoves fucking drugs down your throat. They get paid more money than the more drugs they prescribe, the more they get. The more vaccines they pump into you and your children, the more money they get. If they don't do enough, they don't get money. That's why they get mad. That's why they'll fucking threaten you. Doctors, nurses, administrators, pieces of shit in hospitals. You can't fucking trust them anymore. I know there's good doctors, folks. But how do you know? How can you trust them? Came out this week. A doctor released this on X. A doctor released this on X. Guess what? Opened up the manual on how to be a nurse. Says right there, if you detect or suspect that a new parent doesn't want to give a full roster of fucking jab to their new baby, then here's the drugs you can add to it and do it all secretly. Now, of course, those weren't the exact words, but that was the fucking intent. Uman, who's not in the studio, by the way, says those commercials are also for subsidizing the propaganda on their failing news programs. That's right. And the news will not run a negative story against any of the pharmaceutical companies, right? Pfizer, AstraZeneca, Moderna, Johnson & Johnson, jabbity jab. They won't talk shit about them because the pharmaceutical companies pay a higher rate. So they subsidize every single channel and their news and their fucked up mind control propaganda programs, right? Shoving gays in your face, shoving Israel in your face, shoving terrorists in your face, shoving Washington in your face, lying fucking politicians, lying fucking bureaucrats, lying law enforcement like the FBI, lying attorney general. Everyone gets shoved in your face. And we are paying for it through our health insurance and the crafty doctors that want to tell us, you better take this, and if you don't, I'm going to make you take it anyway. Do Stuff with Nikki says this. I'll bet you my best whip this isn't happening. No way will they pull big pharma ads. They run Washington District of Criminals. Trump's in bed with them too. Mr. Father of the Vax. No way it's happening. Well, I would say no way, Nikki, except today, surprise, 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 the Food and Drug Administration took away what? Took away the Jim Jones juice and said no longer is it allowed to be administered to people. It's fucking poison. It is cancer causing, heart attack causing, stroke causing. It is a death nail. And then people line up and go, one was great. Let's get some more. They're fucked in the head, all of them. Anyways, Nikki, I mean, I hope you're wrong. I hope I'm right. I don't know if I'm right. I hope that they've got the guts to go through with it and just take the power away from them. But yeah, my Operation Warp Speed, greatest thing ever done in the whole world. What do you mean we can't give that shit out anymore? What the fuck? How come? What? Where'd my Operation Warp Speed go? They just took it away. Oh, good God. Now, speaking of fucked up VAXX and drugs and doctors and everything else, Susan Manares. Does everyone know who she is? I don't have a fucking clue. But she was the new CDC director who is now out on her ass after less than a month on the job. I wonder what she did wrong. I wonder. I just had it with these fucking people. Speaking of medical workers, 2 of them in California were just arrested for assaulting a federal agent, not with the sandwich. Not with the sandwich, but they were the federal agents, trying to arrest an illegal alien that was fleeing. And so 2 medical workers thought they would get in the way, interfere, assault the federal agents. They've been arrested. Perhaps these medical workers need to go to Washington, D.C. to get a grand jury to let them go. Good God, these fucking people, folks. President Trump, and I'm going to end the show on this because I've had a fucking enough. To honor, memorialize, show respect to the victims of the satanic, transgender, fruitcake, mass murdering piece of shit, Jewish Democrat. Flags have been ordered to fly at half staff by President Trump. If I was president, folks, I could sit in the desk and I could have people bring me shit all day long from around the country where government is fucked up, government has lied, where criminals have done bad shit. Right? Tina Peters should be free. All the Oath Keepers should be free. All the Proud Boys should be free. Their records should be expunged. Every last one of them. Any fucking city, county, state, or federal cop, prison guard, administrator, anybody gets in the fucking way, they should open the gate, show them the door. They slow them down for 1 fucking second. Arrest them. I am so sick of fucked up lying government. I'm just done with it. Thankfully, folks, I'm a peace-loving man. I'm not violent. I don't incite violence. All I do is think. Chance favors the prepared mind. Is yours. You need food, water, shelter, clothing, medicine, means of self-defense. Your plan. Look into solar power. Make sure you have the ability to charge batteries so you can listen to AM, FM, world band, shortwave radio, whatever you can get for communications. Also, get prepared and understand and be on alert at all times, folks. It's no longer just screwy liberals. It's no longer just Black Lives Matter. It's no longer any one thing. It's everything. It's the pro-Palestinians. It's the pro-Israelis. It's the pro-big Democrat government. It's the pro-big bullshit government. It's the pro-war government. Right? It's the pro-open border government. It's the pro-give your fucking job away to a foreigner government. It's a pro-high tax government. It's a pro-steal your property government. Right? All of these fucking people, they've got power, they've got authority, they've got guns, and they don't like that you have guns. And so we're at what is basically called a standoff. This is where we're at now. Standoff. Government's pretending to be legitimate so they can lie to us and tell us we have to obey them. They tell us, if you don't like what we're doing, vote us out of office. But we can't. And if we're lucky enough to do so, the replacement is just as bad or worse. Can you believe the fucking people they're putting in office in Minnesota and New York City and Philadelphia and Baltimore and Chicago and fucking Dallas and Los Angeles and Seattle, San Francisco? Who are they putting in as governors, right? In California, New York, Minnesota, Illinois, Washington, Wisconsin, Oregon, Colorado, New Mexico, all of these fucking communists. We're under direct attack. And you got the very worst, and then you got people pretending to be their opponents. They'll go out to dinner. They probably even fuck each other. Are you prepared for what they're going to do to us? Because at some point, they're going to pull the plug, they're going to flip down the light switch, and they're going to turn the aliens loose on us. Folks, I'll see you tomorrow, 0 dark 30. Until then, chance favors the prepared mind. Get prepared. Go to thepreparedmind.club. CLUB.